I'm excited to play this. I've actually never beaten... Who the fuck is Vendrix?
That's my little brother.
My dude. Let's erase one.
Yeah. Just don't erase Link, because that's mine.
My dude. Yes. Alright, so what were you going to ask me before we started?
How much of this do you know? Like, how much of the puzzles and the game do you know?
Surprisingly, I only know the Deku Tree.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, you're in for a fun time.
Yeah, so we're gonna name him...
What are we naming him? Scrotum. Groot.
Where is M?
Scrum.
Scrump.
Scrump.
My name is Scrump.
Scrump. Scrump's delicious. Like
I am scrumptious, aren't I? Scrump for scrumptious. So, this game is the first 3D Zelda game. And, oh, he's getting up and messing with the TV. Anyways, this is the first 3D Zelda game that I have not played completely.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't beaten it.
Literally the first one, the most well-known, the best one, you've never beat.
I prefer Majora's Mask, but to each their own.
I bet you were an edgy kid in high school.
I was the quiet kid. I was the kid that would sit in the back of the classroom and just, like, write down his notes and then fall asleep in class.
You're the type of kid where people would send snaps of you reaching into your book bag with the caption, "Boy, he about to do it."
The other kid. Oh, no! But, no, I was the really quiet kid. I was, like, the weird kid. Like, you know, Tim's pretty cool, but he doesn't fucking talk. He's weird. Okay.
I mean, you're still weird, but
yeah, it's still weird.
At least now you talk.
I embrace my vulgarity, my vocabulary.
I love the representation of gingers in this game.
Of what?
Of gingers.
Ganon?
Yeah.
Just Ganon?
Listen, I love Ganon.
Ganon the dwarf.
Navi!
Navi!
Where are you?
Get the fuck out of here.
I can't see on account of being a tree.
Can you scratch my nose for me?
Navi the fairy, listen to my words. Dost thou sentient in the climate of evil, descending upon the realm?
And by that I mean climate change. It's hot.
The Republicans won't listen, but I can't stop telling about it.
The DNC must stop this.
Oh my god, the polar bears are dying, Navi.
Navi, go save the polar bears.
Okay, so we don't need to read this. Everybody's played Ocarina of Time. Everybody knows
I haven't for the most part, but he's like, go find the boy. Go find the boy that's like right next door.
Yeah, go.
Wake him up.
I can't go on account of being a tree, but you can do it.
As you can see, I'm a bit rooted in place.
Haha, you get it?
That's not funny. Get out of here, Navi. Go! I've been telling you. I'm dying, Navi. Fly! Fly, Navi. Are you deaf?
Did I ever tell you about the Cherrymon on my Digimon game?
The Cherrymon?
The Cherrymon?
I don't think you've ever told me about the Cherrymon.
The Deku Tree reminded me of him. I used to play, there's a game called Digimon World Dawn and Dusk, right? They're two different games, kind of like Pokemon, but they're different like versions. Great games. And me and my brother played them. And you can have like a 6-man team, but only your first 3 fight. You know what I'm saying? And I had a Cherrymon on my team that I just kind of like kept for a long time because I didn't know what else to have. And I got to the final boss of the game and I got my ass thumped, right? And I'm sitting there and I'm like, everybody on my team is dead except for Cherrymon, who's just sitting in the back like he's been for the entire game. So I'm like, alright, if I could go Cherrymon, do something. And the final boss like rears back and attacks me, and he deals 1 damage to Cherrymon.
Oh, was he a beefy boy?
Boy, Cherrymon fucked him up. And I was just like, bless Cherrymon.
Get the fuck up, Link! Scrump! Scrump! My dad is dying!
Yeah, so, I mean, there's no point talking about Ocarina of Time to some degree because literally everybody's played this game. Everybody knows this game's great. Everybody knows it's a top 10er. Yeah, I ain't gonna say that's rude.
No, come on.
I was gonna call people out. I ain't gonna
say
it. I don't need Keemstar dripping down our necks. I'm gonna call somebody out, okay? Listen. And before you think, no, it's nobody whose name rhymes with Darren Branson.
You know who you are. We're calling you out.
There's a certain person I know in my life who owns Majora's Mask and has never played it. And has not even gotten to the end of the like being a Deku Scrub part. And who know who you are, finish the fucking game.
I mean, I don't think he's ever gonna finish it.
He's not.
No,
He's
but
not.
we can. We can. I will totally play Majora's Mask.
It's only on the 3DS though.
What? There's the Nintendo 64 version.
Yeah, but I don't have it.
I don't remember how to do things. Okay, how's it going? A fairy! Oh my God!
It's Saria.
Saria the Faria. Isn't everyone here like a child?
I can't answer that because it's gonna incriminate me.
They're forever children.
The Kokiria Forever Kids.
Yeah.
Forever 18.
Okay, so this is the I do not like this setup.
It's classic. How do you not?
It's weird for me coming from like the DS version of Majora's Mask and this setup.
See, I've played the DS version of Majora's Mask a little bit, right? And it does it to me. It's not as good as the 64 version of Majora's Mask.
Oh yeah, because they really dumbed it down with the bosses and everything.
Yeah, it was.
And that's what really upset me because I was like, oh boy, the first boss, you fight the little native dude, right?
Yeah, oh no.
You drop bombs on his face.
Yeah.
But he has an eyeball on his face, and I was like, oh, I gotta drop a bomb here, I guess. You didn't.
It was
get
the
to figure it
interface for
out.
me that didn't get it.
Really?
Yeah, I'm sad they changed the interface.
This
This dude's an asshole, by the way. A little Mido.
What? You don't have a sword and a shield?
Yeah, not just a sword, but a shield also.
You better get a sword and a
God,
shield.
what is it? It's funny because he doesn't have a sword and shield either.
No, but he's the great protector.
Oh, with what? Your wide stance?
I mean, it kept me from going forward.
Bro, if somebody stood before me with their legs that far apart, I'd be pretty scared too, not gonna lie. What do you do?
Bet you're not gay. No, I'm not. All right, get out of here.
Yeah. You wanna crawl underneath my legs and have my nuts dangle on your head like a Christmas ornament?
No, get out of here.
Here we go.
All right, we got
A green
rupees?
rupee.
1 rupee.
Yeah.
And we got a blue rupee.
Yeah.
Is there a yellow rupee in here?
No, the yellow rupees don't exist in this game.
Oh, they don't. They don't?
No.
What are the colored rupees in this game?
Green, blue, red, and purple.
Oh, there you go. So, what? Blue is 5. Red is 10.
20.
Red is 20.
Red is 20.
What's purple? 50.
50.
All right. So then I guess they added silver and yellow later on.
Silver and gold, I think, were the next two ones they added. They're like 100 and 200 respectively.
Oh.
And then after that, they had yellow.
All right, we're gonna get the sword.
All right.
I at least
I'm
remember
glad
this
you
part.
at least remember where the sword is at. Because we'll go ahead and take your votes, ladies and gentlemen. I will have an aneurysm by the end of this game. Because Tim's going to get stuck on some part, and I'm going to know the answer, and I'm not going to be able to tell him. Because I don't want to spoil the game for him.
Little do you know.
If we do get stuck, though, I have the official Prima guide to this game sitting above your head. So
Wait, really?
yeah, look above you.
Oh, shoot. There really is one.
Yeah, so if you get stuck, we have the guidebook.
I mean, we also have the internet.
You
so-
also have me, who's beat this game like 10 times.
Wasn't there a way to like quickly scroll through text?
Some text you can, some text you can't.
Oh, that is awful. That is very 2000s.
This game was made in '96, but okay.
Very 96.
Very specifically the year 1996. Things were dumb, like my brother. He was born in '96.
All right, so I have the sword now.
Yeah,
The
you
sword.
do. You can cut things. Like my life into pieces.
Cut my life into pieces.
This is my plastic fork.
So, what was what's your favorite edgy song? I don't want to say like it's something you bop to, but what is something that you used to listen to constantly that was just super edgy?
I could tell you that you know the group Falling in Reverse.
Yes.
I don't think they're like good at all. You know, at me if you want to. Whoever the fucking lead singer of Falling in Reverse is, you're not that good. But they have this one song called Game Over, which is the lyrics are ass. The song sucks, but I have it and I like my playlist, and I think it's just the funniest song to listen to. Cause like it starts off okay, right? You know, and it's like, you know, my life's like a video game, beating stages and high scores and shit. And then there's this one like part in the middle where he's like, today I went to therapy, told him my embarrassing issues that I'm having with my life, life. And I just die every time that part comes on because it's so funny. Because I can just imagine some middle schooler sitting there like, hell yeah, I went to therapy and my life's in shambles.
Oh man, I'd have to say I listened to a lot of Falling in Reverse. I listened to... There was a band that was, like, before Falling in Reverse, if I can remember who they were.
What kind of songs did they do?
Very, very 2000s edgy music.
My Chemical Romance?
Yes, that's them. That's
Wow.
them. My Chemical Romance. I used to listen to My Chemical Romance a lot.
I've never listened to My Chemical Romance.
I thought they were the jam for the longest time, and then I just decided to sit back in my car and listen to them. Mm-hmm. And they are not what I remember.
Well, it's just I started listening to Panic at the Disco recently because I never listened to them when I was like in middle school and high school because I thought they were like, you know, too sinful. And now that I started listening to them, I'm like, damn, that guy's really talented. And then I go back and listen to some stuff I did listen to, like, you know, the Alvin and the Chipmunks version of things, and I'm like, God, that was abysmal. Although the Witch Doctor from Alvin and the Chipmunks is a bop, and you will not convince me otherwise.
You can't convince me that anything from Alvin and the Chipmunks is a bop.
Listen. Seriously, go back and listen to it.
I'm not gonna listen
Just
to
the
Alvin
Witch
and the
Doctor
Chipmunks.
one.
No.
Everything else is ass, but like the Witch Doctor one.
Isn't there like a real Witch Doctor song?
I mean, I guess so. It's not like there's 100 people who've covered it. Like everybody's done the Witch Doctor, but like the version they do in the movie, it's not that bad. It's pretty good.
I can't bring myself to watch anything that's Alvin and the Chipmunks. My little brothers used to watch the crap out of Alvin and the Chipmunks Chipwrecked.
Oh,
and
man,
I could probably like word for word redo that whole movie.
Oh man, for me it was the original one, so it's not nearly as bad because the original one wasn't nearly as bad as Chipwrecked or The Road Chip. You remember Alvin and the Chipmunks, The Road Chip?
Oh my god.
I'm just a bit. Isn't it weird? Kind of like. Cause like they had the same thing with the Smurfs too, right? Where
yeah, they
come up with these things that haven't been things for years, and they just make a movie about them again. But like bring them into
the
modern
plastic
times.
Smurfery.
Yeah. So me and Tim, we argue about stupid shit. And we were in a very heated debate on the. we were on a very heated debate on the history of Smurfette and where she came from. Because it started with like, what does Gargamel want the Smurfs for? Tim thought he was going to eat them. I said he needs them to turn lead into gold. We were both technically right. And then we started arguing about Smurfette, like where she came from. Because Tim said that Gargamel created Smurfette, right? And I was like, that's not true, but it turned out to be true.
Yeah.
But when he created her, she's like this ugly little twat who had like brown stringy hair. But then, according to Smurf lore, Papa Smurf used plastic Smurfery on her to turn her into the beautiful blonde bombshell
That
she
is
now.
That is a legitimate quote from like the lore of it all.
Yeah, from the comics. The plastic
Papa Smurf used plastic Smurfery to make her to the bombastic blonde that she is now.
And boy, what a bombastic blonde she is.
That's why she's the only female Smurf. I don't know how they reproduced before then. That's got to be a real mystery right there.
Magic.
You want to know why they call me Papa Smurf?
My question is, what's under the hat?
Little broodlings.
Oh, gross.
Little Smurf broodlings.
That's just a giant dick. He just takes off the hat. He's like, all right, it's time to reproduce.
All right, let's go. Kids, let's go.
Made that shitty movie Sony did of the Smurfs.
Yes. Oh my
And
god.
it's literally like an Alvin and the Chipmunks ripoff, which is sad because like, why rip off something that bad? Like you're gonna rip off something good.
But we've had Alvin and the Chipmunks.
Yep.
Peter Rabbit.
Yep.
We've had the Smurfs.
Yep.
We've had the crappy Garfield movie.
Yep.
What other crappy like old timey things that they made into live action?
I can't even think of that. There's another Scooby-Doo movie, but Scooby-Doo's Choice.
Yeah, the Scoob movie. I think the original live action Scooby-Doo wasn't that bad.
You're wrong.
No,
Holy shit,
no. From my memory, I
Bro.
remember like the CGI little gremlin dudes that were really tall like the monsters.
Mhm.
They were pretty cool.
The only thing I remember about the 3D Scooby-Doo movie was we watched it in Spanish class.
Right?
In Spanish, obviously.
Oh no.
And there's a part where Fred is in Daphne's body.
Wait, hold on. into my mouth, Scrump.
But there's a part where Fred's in Daphne's body, and he's just like, whoa, I could look at my naked tits. And then he looks down his shirt and is like, hey, that's pretty nice.
He started feeling himself up too, didn't he?
Yeah, and I was like...
I totally remember that
I was
scene.
like 12, and I was just like...
What's going on?
That's just like... We used to watch... We watched the Thunderbirds as well. Have you seen the Thunderbirds?
I've never seen the Thunderbirds.
The Thunderbirds movie. Vanessa Hudgens is in it. The one who plays the girl in a High School Musical.
Uh-huh.
Not the preppy one, but the dark-skinned one. And don't have it. Yeah, I'm not racist. And she's in that movie, and there's a scene where they get trapped in the freezer, and her nipples get massive, like they poke through her shirt.
What?
And we were sitting in Spanish class, and I was like sitting behind this kid who's a friend of mine, and it comes to scene, and I was just like leaning, and I was like, bro, I can hang a picture on those nipples. And then this other girl comes out screaming that her nipples are massive too, and it's just really funny.
Oh my god. Okay, this is the compass, right?
Yeah, the compass. No, it's just a dungeon map.
Wait, it's the map or the compass?
Map comes first.
Okay, cool.
Yes.
I got a map.
Got the map.
Press start to look at the map that you will never, probably ever use.
Oh.
Oh.
Wow, Tim.
No, hold on. I know how to do this, right?
Yeah, I know how to do it too. Tim.
If you don't move, they don't charge you.
I know, but there's a vital piece of information you're gonna be missing.
What? What am I missing?
You know what? Play the game, experience it for yourself.
This is my experience,
It is your
James.
experience,
Don't
no
be
matter how slow and agonizing and retarded it is.
Don't be the backseat driver to my experience.
I am literally the worst backseat gamer. I will
Alright.
fully admit it. I have a problem. We were playing League of Legends today, and Billy was like, hey, can you coach me through League of Legends? And I was like, sure. And what it ended up being was like literally everybody in our house standing behind Billy going, no, stop, fuck, do this, do that. Why aren't you doing it like this, you absolute ape? And it just being like, I don't know what I'm doing.
Listening to you and Jay just have very differing opinions on what the one thing he's supposed to do is
Oh my God.
very entertaining.
I get so mad at Jay. I get so mad. I love Jay. Jay's great. He's one of my best friends ever.
He's a cool bro.
But he does.
Ooh, I made
Oh
it.
wow,
I
Lucky
made it.
bastard. But whenever he
Oh.
talks about League, it gives me an aneurysm.
Okay. I do not want to die to a golden skulltula.
Yeah.
Alright, this is the compass.
And that tiny ass chest.
Oh, it's a heart.
It's a
Thank
heart.
God.
So-
Thank Jesus for that beautiful heart.
To lose the one you just, or to regain the one you just lost.
Speaking of,
Well, that was a heart, but the good news
I got
is
a nut.
Yeah, you just nut on him.
Alright.
Have you ever
So,
seen speed runs of this game?
I have. They're really insane.
I love watching speed runs. It's one of my favorite
Guilty
pastimes.
pleasures.
Yeah. When I used to work third shift, I'd come home and I would like make a batch of cookies because we actually ended up buying 700 cookies, guys, at some point in our lives.
You want to tell them about that?
Sure. Then we'll go to speed runs. My brother works at he used to work at a secondhand grocery store, right, where they like take all the shit that nobody bought at the actual grocery stores. So they saw their thing for dirt cheap, right? And they got an order from a restaurant who made these peppermint chocolate chip cookies, and they had too many of them, like way too many. So he got these giant cases of cookies with like 350 cookies a piece, and he was selling them for like $7 a piece. So I went there and I bought 700 cookies, and we had to buy like an additional little cooler to put them in, and they've just been sitting. That was like a year and a half ago, and we still have some.
We still have some.
We still have some.
That's right.
We can literally go in the kitchen right now and bake cookies.
To be fair, though, when you're eating 700 mint chocolate chip cookies, you really get tired of them.
I literally cannot taste peppermint anymore. I have eaten so many of those cookies, it's not even funny.
They were... Oh, no. They were good for the time that we had them, right? We, like, slowly
Yeah.
munching on them, but... Oh. Oh. Oh, no. Oh, loud.
Oh no, he coming. So yeah, that was really cool. And then I would come home, and my routine was to come into the kitchen, make a glass of chocolate milk, throw some cookies in the toaster oven, and watch speedruns. And it was really cozy and really chill. I've recently got a morbid fascination with coziness. Have I told you about this?
No, you haven't told me about this actually. This is new to me.
I just, for some reason, I was like, driving home thinking about the existential dread that is life. And I was like, God, being cozy is a great feeling, isn't it? Like, you know what I mean when I say, like, cozy?
You've got to be kidding me.
I don't know how many times you're gonna fall for that one, Tim. And, like, so I've been trying to create the coziest experience that I can, right? But
I'm going to die.
sometimes it's hard to be cozy, right? Because a lot of coziness has to do with what you have to do in the future. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, if I have work in the morning, I can't be cozy when I'm laying in bed because, like, I'm thinking about going to work in the morning, right? So I've been very, very carefully crafting the coziest experience.
So, you just like get a little blankie, get some.
You gotta be
nice, nice sip.
In bed with these particular pajamas on at this specific temperature with this specific food, judging that you've only eaten a certain amount in a day, right? And so far, what my scientific investigations have found is that being in bed with a t-shirt, a pair of pajama pants, at approximately 8 o'clock in the evening, right? After a light supper and a dessert of something, right? Whether it be cereal or cookies or whatever it is that your dessert is, right? Playing a video game that is just mindless enough to where you don't have to think too hard about it, but entertaining enough to where you're not going to get bored, while listening to something in the background is my coziest experience.
I feel I'm most cozy when I'm not wearing almost anything at all, or maybe just like boxers, and the temperature is extraordinarily cold.
That's torture, actually.
I love cold temperatures. It helps me fall asleep so easy.
That's awful. I can't stand being cold.
Oh, I lost my stick.
Wow, that's something a loser would do.
My stick. My stuff. My thing. And
I can't stand being cold because I shiver bad when I get cold, right? Like my bones ache.
But like if you're in a nice warm blankie, right, and you're just like all cuddled up, and you know what I'm talking about, right?
No.
What?
I
so you get a really
cold,
nice warm blanket in the very cold temperature.
It's awful because my face is freezing.
No, but you have the pillow to warm you up.
Yeah, a blanket isn't necessarily for the warmth; it's for the softness of the blanket.
No, I use the blankets for the warmth and the coziness that it offers me.
No.
Alright, this little Skulltula is gonna do crap to me.
Yeah, he's golden.
Yeah, he's golden.
He's a golden boy.
Okay, this is just the way back up. I don't need to go back up. What I do need to do is go...
You all in the audience, you know. You know.
You know.
You know.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you press this button. And do this. So I need to get a stick now, and I need to go over that way.
You have a stick.
Well, I have a stick.
Yeah, you have a stick.
I just need to be super careful. Alright, I don't want to lose my stick. Alright, audience, don't make me lose it. Oh! I'm gonna make it! Yeah!
Fantastic.
This used to take me forever.
When I was little and I played through this game, I could get past all of the children's stages, but I could not get past the first adult stage. So what I would do is I would beat the first 3 kid stage and then delete my file and restart and just beat the first 3 kid stages over and over and over again.
Oh, you butt. I thought you were supposed to like...
Grubby bastard.
You're supposed to grab him, right? There we go. Sweet.
Please forgive me, master. Hey, Tim, you want to tell the story behind that one?
No, we're not telling that one.
We're not doing that, Mr. Popo. We're not doing that right now.
Mr. Popo, go back inside.
Popo, no.
2, 3, 1. 23 is number 1. Okay, cool.
You think I'm a traitor?
You think I'm a traitor? I don't have a slingshot. How do I get out?
This does seem to be a pickle.
This is very peculiar. I do not have my slingshot yet.
Nope.
Well, at least I know the number. 2, 3, 1.
The R button is shielding, by the way.
Shut your face.
Shut your mouth.
Shut your face.
I was watching.
Go on.
I was watching CNN, and I saw that they're not telling anyone that the DNC are necromancers. We thought of like a D&D plot where the mayor, who sounds suspiciously like Donald Trump, is trying to convince the party that necromancers are raising up zombies to come vote for his opponent.
Alright, so I'm forgetting how to do this.
Yep.
I need to get over there.
I am here to be your hint box.
Yes, be my hint box.
I
Does not
require
mean it's
$1 for every hint.
All right, here's your dollar. I'm pulling out of my pocket right now.
That's your dick, Tim's not a dollar.
no,
That
just give me
doesn't
the
go
hint
in
first. Give
my
me the hint.
box. You need to go back.
I need to go back.
You need to go back.
All right, let me get the skull shield first.
That's been your one hint for this
Yeah.
dungeon.
Yeah. All right, I need to go.
I don't know.
back.
I don't want to tell him like everything, right? But I also don't want to have our audience.
I don't want
sit
this to
here in
linger for
agony.
like 50 minutes.
Yeah, our audience to sit here in agony while you try to figure this shit out.
All right, hey Skullchip, how you doing?
A game meant for actual babies.
Well, games for actual babies were more challenging back then.
I mean, this game was probably intended for like
Teens.
I would think
Preteens.
teens. Yeah, definitely too scary for babies.
Oh yeah, definitely like darker for
Yeah.
babies.
See, that's kind of like, I'm a big fan of Zeldas that take the world in a darker direction, right? Like Majora's Mask and Ocarina and Twilight Princess. And I don't like Breath of the Wild.
I have mixed feelings about Breath of the Wild, right?
Mhm.
What is? Oh, it's the chest. Cause like, Breath of the Wild to me it's a new experiment. It's something different.
But it's
Is this
not.
the same room? Okay, no, it's not.
It's not anything different. It's just a Ubisoft game with a Zelda skin. Like, it took what
Get
was,
over here, you butt.
it took what was cool about Zelda and just was like, never mind, we're just gonna make it be like Far Cry.
Oh, I am having troubles with this little kindergarten puzzle right here.
Like, all the dungeons all look the fucking same, you know?
There we go.
They got rid of all the cool storytelling of Zelda, right? In my opinion. Because it just became like a collectathon, you know? And, like, it just didn't feel like a good... and listen, you can feel free to disagree with me on this, right? I'm one of those people, I like Zelda games. And Breath of the Wild was not a good Zelda game. It was a good game, but it was not a good Zelda game. And
I feel like the one thing that really irked me about Breath of the Wild were the bosses were not very good.
yeah, that was always my favorite part of Zelda, right? And I get it. Like, Zelda has a formula, right? Go into the temple, fire, water, earth temple, and then you go into the temple, you get the item about halfway through. The item helps you solve the puzzles at the very end to fight the boss who you used the item you collected to defeat, right?
Mhm.
Like, I get it. It's a very simple formula, but it's all in the execution, and I feel like it's executed well. And when you have Breath of the Wild, where they're just like, hey, fuck that formula, we're not going to do that anymore, then it kind of sucks because now you're just kind of sitting there finding items randomly, and you don't feel like there's a lot of, meaning behind what you're finding, And when you have an open world, you inherently take away from the characters, right?
Right.
Because, in this game, there's recurring characters, there's plot that you have to go through with them, right? But in, like, Breath of the Wild, like the bird guy, right? I go to his temple, and then I never fucking see him again, right? And it doesn't matter to me. There's no build-up. There's no, depth to him, because he only exists for the brief second, and then
You definitely see the Birdman again
yeah, but, like...
on Twitter.
Well, yeah, if you go to your parts of Twitter... I don't know. I don't like Breath of the Wild. I like the Zelda formula. I think it can be executed well, and I would rather have a well-executed game that follows a basic formula than a game that tries to do something like Breath of the Wild did, which is just copy games that have done what Breath of the Wild wants to do, but
You
better.
butt munch! There we go. Okay. But, yeah, I agree with you. So, I love Deku Scrubs. I think they're one of my favorite designs in...
I mean, you don't seem to be able to fight them very well.
Shut up. 2, 3, 1. 23 is number 1.
I always like to imagine whenever they talk, they just go doot 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 doot. The little mouse things just kind of like do the little thing where it like bends out and in, out and in, out and in.
What are you saying?
Oh my gosh.
So, we have so many, Bobby Mole stories that I can't wait to actually get everyone into.
We're gonna have to have a seminar on Bobby Mole.
Oh wait, I shouldn't be doing this right now. There's something I need to do.
If any of you are talented artists who would like to draw Bobby Mole for us, feel free to drop a comment and a subscription, and then head over to Stax's Twitter. and let him
Like,
know.
comment, and subscribe, and then do these things.
Yeah, we're looking for Bobby Mole. Looks kind of like Max Goof in my mind. He's got a very 90s radical feel.
Radical, dude.
Radical.
Can I get on this, please? Oh, you are not cool.
How long have we been going? Is this an episode?
This is a long play, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
So maybe when we beat the boss, we'll go to the next episode.
I don't know. It depends on how much Tim's autism kicks in and he can't beat the first stage.
I'm almost done. I mean, I hope so.
See, this is the original Zelda, ladies and germs, because there's still the
Yes.
controversial crescent moon
I get.
as the Gerudo symbol.
Yes.
Or the Gerudos.
Please, Navi, let me. I know how to move a block, Navi. Navi. Okay. Thank you.
You know, it took me a long time to think about the fact that Navi isn't the ball of light, but is a tiny little girl that emits light.
She's a small child.
I like to imagine that.
Can I
at
not?
least.
Why doesn't it let me push?
Stop pressing forward.
Crap. Oh, there we go. And there you go, my autism kicking in.
Told you. It was only a matter of time.
I'm used to automated things. This isn't automated. So, we have a friend who likes playing games that are 100% automatable.
Celine.
No, Tyler. Like, he plays Minecraft for automation. He plays, not Rune, was it Rune Factory?
No, RuneScape.
No, not...
Tyler doesn't play Rune Factory.
No, he
should,
plays-
though. Everyone should play Rune Factory.
Rune Factory's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I actually really like Rune Factory.
I tried to get Tim to play it, but he wouldn't finish it.
I'm still playing it. Like, in my spare time.
Have you? How far have you gotten?
I beat the water temple.
Okay, the next temple, you're gonna like that.
Really?
You're gonna like after you beat it.
After I beat it?
After you beat it.
Not when I'm beating it?
No, it's gonna be after you beat it. Much like when you beat other things, the surprise comes afterwards.
Ew.
Yeah. The noises in this game are incredible.
I like the sound design in old console games. I think they're really neat.
I will say one of the things, this game gets a lot of praise. I think one of the things that people don't focus on enough is the sound.
Yeah.
Like the music in this game is literally incredible. It's so good they used it 10 years later.
Yeah, that's true. They did like.
Skyward Sword's music is based off of this music. It's like
Yeah.
Zelda's Lullaby backwards.
I think I opened up the. Oh no, that's not what I wanted.
Boy, how would you like to write a song so good you could play it forwards or backwards and it'd be good? Like, holy shit.
I think that was the intention.
What a mad lad.
I would like to enter, please. Boy, I hope I have enough nuts for this boss. All right. Show yourself. Small child here. I'm here to cleanse the world of fire.
Me and my brother used to play Majora's Mask when we were kids, and we always had this system where I was the brawn that would play the game, and he was the brain that would figure out the puzzles.
Oh no, so that's like a weird dynamic that you guys had?
It was so cool and so fun back in the day. I know a lot of people have had that same kind of story, so
Okay,
I've done
so
it too.
I have to get down here.
You do.
Somehow. Is there a place I
You
can-
need some fur.
I know where to get fire. Fire's like right here.
Yeah.
But how do I do the thing?
I don't know. How do you do?
How do I do a do?
How you
All right. So I'm gonna set my stick on fire. I'm gonna run like a mad lad back over there. Set my stick on fire. Okay. Run! And roll. Yeah. Go save my stick. Oh.
So, I'm sad to say to you guys, we were going to do a series.
Oh,
You wanna
wait.
Talk about this?
2, 3, 1. Okay.
You want to talk about this, Tip? What we were going to do but can't do
What were we gonna do?
with the super books.
Oh, right. So he has this VHS series
I
called
was-
Superbook.
I found when we were cleaning out, because we're in our spare room right now that we've renovated into like a gaming room, right? And I found a whole stack of VHS tapes from my childhood, right? Like probably like 100 of them, right? And I was like, hey Tim, would it be funny if we took all these? Because I grew up in like a Christian household, right? So I have all these random ass videos of like stuff from Nick Jr. and stuff from like independent Christian family funding organizations and shit. And I was like, wouldn't it be funny, Tim, if we took all these crazy, like, straight-to-video movies and shows and watched them and gave commentary on them? It'd be funny.
But we can't do that.
But we can't do that because our we have like 3 VHS players. None of them work.
Can I just like segue this for a second? But that Deku scrub, right?
Mm-hmm.
He seemed to be in love with Queen Gohama.
Queen Gohama.
He called her Queenie.
Yeah.
Oh,
Queenie.
Queenie. The coup de grace on Queen Gohama.
Gohama.
Gohama. Where's the eyeball? What? There he is. How's it going?
Not
You look to
division.
me.
Not division.
Oh!
There she is.
Isn't she beautiful? Goma.
This takes me back to being like in elementary school playing this game, and I would like sit in my classes and design Zelda bosses.
Yeah. All right. Get that hit in, boys.
You.
If I can. Where you going? Where you going? Where you doing? What are you doing? Where you going? Oh my god. I know she lays eggs or something, right? Oh, speak of the devil.
Yeah.
No, crush the egg. They're so cute. I hate killing them.
I know you love these things.
I love them
They're
so
right up your alley of
much.
that creepy kind of cute.
Hey, buddy. Oh, you're mad.
Oh, he's my end. Look at that eye. Look how mad he looks.
There we go. Yeet. But like, I love creepy things. I love things that are less human and more creature, you know?
Bugs, plants.
Especially bugs and plants.
Yeah.
It's just my aesthetic.
I'm more into foxes with tits.
We want to talk about Crystal the Fox and your fetish?
Everybody knows my my love for Crystal the Fox.
Oh, really?
If not, check out our Star Fox Adventures tapes.
Our crappy tape. Well, I want to go back to Star Fox Adventures someday.
Why? You hated that game.
It was so fun to just like watch you explore.
The entire time we played that game, I had to listen to you go like, "This game is awful. This game sucks. I hate
But
this."
the voices were great.
Are you bilingual?
Oh my god, you're so
And
talented.
the funny thing is, we talked about it later. She's not even bilingual. She speaks one language the entire game.
Oh, so we beat Goma.
Yeah, you did.
That was actually not as hard as I thought it would be.
Wow. Well, congratulations. You beat boss number 1.
I can't wait for the second boss. He might be even easier than this.
Everybody, hold on to your asses and get ready for a wild ride as we accompany Tim through this journey through Ocarina of Time, where he will finally beat a game that is older than he is.
Is it older than me?
It's about the same age as you.
What year did this come out?
96, I believe.
It's about a year younger than me. I was born in 95. If you haven't done. Oh, I'm dying!
Holy shit!
Oh, I feel like something was moved inside me.
Oh, my constipation is finally gone.
Oh.
Alright, we'll be back after this really long-ass cutscene.
Listen carefully.
You all know
wicked
this
man
story.
of the desert cast a dreadful curse on me.
Cut the tape!
Oh. The man in the fire. He was the ginger to end all gingers. This evil man ceaselessly uses his vile, sorcerous ginger powers in the search for the sacred realm that is connected to Hyrule. For in a sacred realm that one will find the divine ginger relic, the Tri-Ginger, which it contains the essence of the ginger gods.
Not the tragic.
And then it's raining. No longer is it ginger, but is it cyan. Before time began, the cyan spirits of life existed. 3 cyan goddesses descended upon chaos that was Hyrule. And then they became gingers. To create the Triforce of Gingerly. Din. Nehru.
Din.
And Ferrari. Ferrari.
Yes, long ago, the three Dins lived in harmony.
Din, Nehru, and Ferrari lived in harmony. And then everything changed with a giant cyan circle attack.
Everything changed with the Gingers attack.
Meteors and storms. It was a hell of a world. I lived through all of it. Din, I loved you. I loved you most of all.
What's up?